All right, YouTube, bring them on in. Bring them on in. Y'all, let me give it a few minutes. Come on in. Come on in. YouTube, bring the ladies in. Bring the ladies in. Hi. Good evening. I'm going to give it a few more minutes. We're going to give it a few more minutes. I pray that you're having a wonderful day. Howdy. Hi. How you doing? All right. Ladies, I'm glad y'all on. I got a treat for you. I have a special treat for you. Hold on. Okay, that's great. I'm glad that you're doing well. All right, so I'm not gonna hold y'all. I wanted to welcome y'all today to my new YouTube channel. Right now you on Kingdom Living for Life, but I have started a new YouTube channel called Sis Keep Speaking, and it's through the adversity, because so many of us are dealing with different types of adversities. Whether the adversity is things that we have dealt with high in our childhood, whether it's different type of adversities that we're dealing with in our family, whether it's adversity that we're dealing with on the job, whether is different types of adversities that we're just dealing with throughout life. I come to tell my sisters, baby, we've been silent for far too long. We have been silent for far too long. And it is born out of my own situation. That even myself, somebody who loves the Lord, still out of adversity, the devil would try to weaken me and silence me through adversity. That's how he try to get you, through life adversities. And so many of us, baby, we've been smiling on the outside, but what we've been doing on the inside. Baby, we've been screaming on the inside. For somebody to hear us, for somebody to see us. See, my thing is, for sis, keep talking. I don't need a script. Baby, I've been living it. I've been living it. I've been walking it. I've been sleeping it. Eating it like adversity. I know adversity. And that's how I know how to keep going. Hold your head up. Keep a smile on your face. And keep going. I've been saying it. Ever since I've been on social media, I've been saying it. That exact thing. But one day it hit me, and it hit me so hard. And I knew it wasn't nobody but God. That Christine, you know about adversity. You know about making it through those things that's trying to tear you down, that's trying to bring you down, that makes you cry, that makes you stream out on the inside, but silence you on the outside. See, it's right there. It's right there. If we were to walk in our own truth and tell our own stories, content creators, that's who I'm talking to right now. You talking about want to be known, want to go viral, right there. Because now you touching people. People can truly relate to you because they know the struggle. They know the adversity. Even from being a mother, me, being a teenage mom. Over here, we're going to keep it raw. We're going to keep it real. We're going to keep it unfiltered. We're going to keep it unashamed. That at the end of the day, we're taking the mask off. No mask, no judgment. Sis, keep talking. Over here, you're going to find no judgment, no judgment, no mask. You ain't, when I say unfiltered, you can speak your truth. You can speak your truth. You ain't got to make sure, I don't want to say this. I don't want to say this. I got to watch how I say this. Speak from your heart. Speak from your heart. Get it out. Because what I'm learning is, I'm going to speak for me, is what I have learned is when situations come at me because of trauma, through adversity, I shut down. I stop talking. I get silent. Nope. That's a learned behavior. That is a learned behavior. I'm 50 years old. Baby, that's a learned behavior. And I don't want my children to go through life like that. I don't want my grandchildren to go through life like that. Open your mouth. Open your mouth. If they say that, okay, you aggressive, you this, you that, it does not matter. It does not matter. Do not continue to walk in silence. Because when you walk in silence, baby, that shame begin to take root in you. That's what happens. Shame begin to take root in you because something on the inside of you say, I'm not worthy enough to speak up or to speak out or to continue to open my mouth, or nobody wants to hear me. Nobody wants to hear what I got to say. So now you become silent. Now you become mute. And y'all, I'm going somewhere with this because I've done my research, baby. When God hit me with this right here, like, Christine, you ain't the only one. You ain't the only one, because that's how the devil get us, is when he has us to believe that we're the only one. Baby, you the only one going through that. Nope, nope, no. And y'all, the first name that I'm going to call out is Joyce Myers, because y'all have heard me talk about Joyce Myers so much on this channel. A lady who, through adversity, she said, you know what? I will not be silenced. I will not be put to shame because of the adversities that I had to live with and deal with. It's because she opened her mouth. It's because she opened her mouth and was willing to say, this is what I've been going through. This is what I've been living. This is what I've been dealing with. I'm going to talk through the adversity. I'm going to keep moving through the adversity. No, it wasn't right. And what has happened to me, it will not silence me. It will not shame me. Another one that I wish, being a teenage mom, Sarah Jakes. Yeah. Another woman who kept speaking through the adversity. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. She kept speaking through the adversity. She was strong enough to say, you know what? This is what I've been dealing with. I dealt with the church hurt when it didn't seem like I fit in because, I done what they said not to do, but I done it. So did I. Continued to go to church. So did I. But you feel like you don't belong. You don't fit in anymore. That certain things are not meant for you anymore because now you have become a teenage parent. She kept talking through the adversity. Even when she got married and it didn't work out. I've heard some of her sermons. And even when she said, you know what? Baby, I didn't want to fail again. That's me. Like, even when you done went through one marriage and it fails, you get in another one and you say, okay, I'm going to do everything I can to keep this one from failing too. She kept talking through the adversities. She kept talking through the adversity. That's why Joyce Meyer is winning now. That's why Sarah Jakes is winning now. That's why Maya Angelou, that's why things turned around for her. Because she was silent for a long time. She was silent for a long time after her trauma. Yep, I've done my research. She was silent for a long time. What they say, about 5 years after the trauma. Yeah. I know adversities, baby, it'll silence you. But over here, sis, keep talking through the adversities. It's right there. We're going to heal together. Yeah. We're going to keep talking through the adversities. I'm going to give place. I'm going to give a platform for women like myself, like you, to be able to let your voice be heard. To be able to let your voice be heard is right there. And it's so many other women. I think about Oprah Winfrey. I'm telling y'all, I've done my research. Even with Oprah Winfrey, same thing. Childhood trauma. Tried to take her identity, tried to silence her. But what did she do? She kept speaking. She kept speaking. A lot of times when we're going through adversity, the person on the other end of that adversity, what are they trying to do? They're trying to silence you. They're trying to silence you. They want you to be quiet. They want you to stop. They want you to get somewhere. I know y'all don't heard me say sometimes, like, especially all of the stuff that I've been going through with lately, you just feel like hiding. And the person who's behind who got the adversity going, who behind it all, that's what they want you to do. They want you to shut down. They want you to stop talking. They want you to get somewhere and sit down. They want you to become lifeless. It's right there. It's right there. But I got something that I need to read to you. And it says, sis, you have been quiet for too long. You're smiling on the outside, but screaming on the inside. Sis, I know you can relate to that. Sis, I know you can relate to that. Even as I think of my own sister. See, I'm telling God, he be working with us. He be working with us. I'm telling you that I say, even for my own sister, that's how we talk. I say, hey, sis, at the end of the day, I know that, you can relate to what I'm saying. Hold on, sis, don't give up. That, a lot of the same things that we go through, and we connect, we understand, like we get it, what each other is going through. Because a lot of the things we're going through, the same things, the same types of adversities. Sis, don't suffer in silence. Silence is where shame grows. But healing starts when you open your mouth. God is not afraid of your pain. He just wants your voice. Give God your voice today. Y'all, I was coming down the road one day, and I said, even because I got all this right here going on. Now I'm getting ready to set up this new YouTube channel. And I just started hollering in my truck, And I said, Lord, if I'm going to lose my voice, I'm going to lose it for the glory of God. I will not let the devil shut me down. Because when you feel like you're not being heard, that you feel like nobody's listening or nobody cares about what you're saying and you're speaking truth, it has a way of wanting to shut you down. Do you hear me? It wants to shut you down. And I just start screaming, God, if I'm going to lose my voice, I'm going to lose it for your glory. All bets off. Like, I don't care when I say unfiltered, because you get tired. You get tired. When you come over here, I know you're on Kingdom Living for Life right now, but when you connect with me and join with me on Sis, keep talking. And the rest of it is through the adversities. I didn't want to make it too long. through the adversities. Baby, come as you are. You know how church tell you, come as you are. Come as you are. Speak from your heart. It's right there. Get it out. Because a lot of us, baby, the little girl, that little 8-year-old girl, that little 10-year-old girl, baby, she's still talking. She's still talking. She's the one that's standing up. She's the one that's standing up. Let her sit down. Let her sit down. Let the grown woman stand up. But it's out of adversity that little girl trying to protect that grown woman from hurt, from shame, from pain is right there. It's right there, y'all. Listen to me. I know all about it. You don't have to be strong today. You just have to speak. If you have to cry, pray, call a sister, say something. Because silence won't save you, but your sound will. And I'm going to tell y'all, I had got this so far. I had ordered. I was excited about it. Got on it, did a live showing y'all that I had done got it. And it felt like all hell broke loose in my life. All hell. Do y'all remember when I said, you know what, God sent on a sound? I got the so far and blowed into it, and I promise you, if you go back and look at that live video, and you can probably count the videos that I have done on after that on your hands. No joke. Like, Lord, what is really going on? But I truly believe that life is always pushing you in the direction that you want to go in, that you need to go in, that you're crying to go in. And my thing has always have been is being able to help others, especially the ladies, especially the children, to come up. That I don't want to see nobody suffering. That I don't want to see nobody stuck in hurt, in abuse, and shame. I don't want to see that. I want to see you rise up and be all that God has called and created for you to be and to do. Is right there. It's right there. Baby, your sound is being heard. Your sound is being heard. Let me show y'all something, how God, he plants a seed in us. And one thing about it, you have to be careful, because God is always working behind the scenes. He's always working behind the scenes on our behalf. But how God plants a seed, and when he plants a seed, you don't always see that seed just sprout up immediately. Sometimes it takes a little while for that seed to begin to sprout, and you begin to see the effect of that seed coming up. Hold on for a minute. Let me show y'all. Hold on. Now, to some, it might not mean nothing. But to me, when God, I've been had these two things on my refrigerator for a long time, for many, many years now. One of my church friends, sisters in Christ, she was doing some little fundraisers, and her grandchildren were selling these. And they had different scriptures on there, but these are the two that Christine picked. And y'all, I was in the kitchen, as I have already started the YouTube channel. I got a GoFundMe that I'll start that tomorrow also, that will help with the YouTube channel and for the whole vision of what God has given me. Y'all, right here, Acts 18:9. One night, the Lord spoke to Paul in a vision. Do not be afraid. Keep on speaking. Do not be silent. When I tell y'all, I know that this right here been on my refrigerator, I want to say 6 years or more. Do you hear me? 6 years or more. This, because he knew, Christine, like, you need to see it. Like, don't you stop talking. Don't you stop, don't you stop, don't you stop. Because the devil, and y'all, the devil ain't just the image that the world has shown us, the red man with the pitchfork and the little horns up there. No, no. The devil gets in anybody, people like me and you. It does not matter. He don't discriminate either. He don't discriminate either. That at the end of the day, that you don't want nobody to silence you. Because that's exactly what will happen. People will silence you through adversity. And if you think it's just the devil, the red man with the little horns and the pitchfork, then that's what you'll be looking for. You won't be looking for it to come from a loved one. You won't be looking for it to come from a co-worker. You won't be looking for it to come from somebody just out there in the street. So you'll be like, why? Why? Baby, that's the devil trying to work through people, work through adversity. Don't let nobody silence you no more. When people can say whatever it is that they want to say to you, but something on the inside of you make you turn in and you go silent. Life has beat down on you. Life has tried to take your voice. Adversity has tried to silence you. It's right there. I remember that I was dreaming one night, and I could, for the longest, I could not understand the dream. That it's like we was fighting, and whoever it was had got over me. And they started trying to cover my mouth, but it made no sense. It made no sense for nobody to be trying to cover my mouth. Like, why? Why cover my mouth? So I thought they were trying to smother me to death. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Baby, if the adversary could get you to shut your mouth, baby, do you know how many people would be lost, would give up, would turn around, would live in shame and hurt? Or like Maya Angelou, that would never recover and never speak? Or speak as they should. Because some people, don't get it twisted, some people are speaking, but baby, they got a voice. Hey! They got a sound. They got a sound. They got a sound. They got a sound that'll shake hell. It's right there. They got a sound. That will shake the gates of hell. And people know it. People know it, that when they speak with such a power that it'll shake the gates of hell. That some people couldn't even sit in their presence. Some people could not sit in their presence because you know what? Their walls would come down. It would shake the gates of hell. It's right there. You would make hell tremble. You got a voice. Y'all remember when I blowed the shofar, baby, you got a sound that I'm telling you would make hell tremble. I come today to welcome you to my new YouTube channel. Sis, keep talking. Baby, we're going to keep talking through the adversity. Baby, you getting your voice back. You know how some people, because what I've learned, I told y'all I've been doing the research. What I learned, a person can lose their voice and still have the ability to speak. They just don't have the ability to speak at the amplified level that they should be able to speak. Some people can only speak at a whisper. Baby, no longer will you speak at a whisper. No longer will you speak at a whisper. Baby, if they say that you know what you're shouting, if they say that you're yelling, so be it. So be it. You got your sound back. And baby, you trying. It ain't that you want to, that you are. You shaking the gates of hell. You shaking the gates of hell is right there. It's right there. You got a sound. that baby, hey, the adversary that thought that he or she was going to come for you, and walk away with your arms bound, baby, you got a sound that's going to shake the gates of hell. You got a sound that's going to break the chains. You got a sound that, baby, it's going to break some stuff off some people. And you know what? It ain't a one-woman show. It ain't a one-woman show. I'm calling for people who are real, people who can relate to what I'm saying, that they have been through some things. Now, if you ain't been through nothing, this ain't for you. If you ain't been through nothing, you got it all together, child, you doing fine. It ain't for you. It ain't for you. It's for the ones who have been suffering. It's for the ones who have been suffering in silence, who has lost their voice, who has been dealing with all manner of adversity. It's for you, sis. It's for you, sis. It's for you, sis, who keep trying to bend over backwards. Y'all, do you know how hard it is for somebody 50 years old to be talking about trying to bend over backwards, to do the right thing? Baby, woo, hey, that's a lot. Like you've been trying to bend over backwards to make sure you're doing the right thing, to stay on the right track. No longer will you walk in adversity, where you might have to walk through it, but you're going to keep talking. You're going to keep moving till you get your sound all the way back, baby. Till you get your sound all the way back. And it ain't no turning back. Like I say, the little girl going to have to sit down and the grown woman going to have to stand up. You're going to find your voice again. And to every mother out there, if your daughter, if your son loses their voice, you make sure that you do everything you can to help that child to find their voice again. You know their sound. You know their sound. Do what you can for your children to help them find their sound. If you know that they have lived through all kind of adversity, don't let them lose their sound. Don't let them be silenced. Because with silence comes shame. It's right there. And we ain't doing that. All right, y'all. I come to welcome you. Tomorrow, it officially starts tomorrow. That's when we're going to do the luncheon. Tomorrow. So get ready for sis. Keep talking. Baby, we taking off like a rocket. Because there's so many hurting women all around the world. Different statuses, y'all. Different statuses. Baby, you can have it all. You can have it all and still be dealing with different type of adversities that's trying or have tried to take your voice. Is right there. Come on over to sis. Keep talking. Thank y'all for showing up over here on Kingdom Living for Life. I'm going to keep running different videos over here on Kingdom Living for Life. I'm going to keep doing my videos over here. But baby, sis, keep talking. Nobody but God. I give him the glory. I give him the honor. I give him the praise. And y'all, sometimes we got to go through something. We got to go through something. So when people hear the sound, they know, hey, oh, I know that sound. She knew exactly what she talking about. She done had to live through some things. She done been through some things. Sometimes people can point out what the various things are, but it's right there, baby. They know. And you know. Blessings.